a lot of words, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm so calm at that time. I'm like, oh, okay. So I pause, and 1 minute I hear a slap.
It's on 40 in my right car. Business change.
Good morning, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. I go by the name Vivian Odhiambo, aka Fashion Guru Kenya, aka mtoto wa Homa Bay County. So today I'm coming with you with story time. I'm just going to tell you my relationship troubles, like one of my experiences. So I am 23, very young. Then I met this guy. So we started dating, seeing each other, and he told me about his ex, because I saw his phone ring. No, I did not see his phone ring. I heard him and his friend talk about a certain lady. And then I asked him, who is that you're talking about? He tells me her name is Anna, she's my ex, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, cool. So you guys are not dating completely. He's like, yes, she's my ex. And I'm like, fine, no problem. So we continue dating, and then he was supposed to be graduating from the university. So on the day of his graduation, he's like, tomorrow I'm graduating, my family is coming, and see me, I know he's my boyfriend. And I asked him, can I come? He's like, no, my mom will be there, and I'm not ready yet to introduce you to your mother. And I'm 23. I'm like, who told you I wanted to be introduced to your mother? Fine, cool, no problem, you go ahead. And then he tells me that it was on Friday, they were graduating, Thursday or Friday. So he tells me that he's going there on Thursday, he'll stay there on Friday, and then come back on Saturday. So I should meet him at his place on Saturday. So his place and where I used to live was like 15 minutes walk and about 5 minutes drive or something. So I'm there. Okay, so I went to visit my brother. So I'm sitting at my brother's house waiting for time so that I can go meet my boo-boo. You know, he was my boo-boo. So I'm waiting for time. So it gets to 6. We're supposed to meet at 6. This guy hasn't called the entire day. And then that Thursday and Friday, after we talked on Thursday, that Friday, Saturday, he hasn't called. He hasn't spoken to me. And I'm like, I'm giving the guy space. I was trying to be understanding. I'm like, I'm giving the guy space. He's with his family. I mean, be the understanding girlfriend, Vivian, you know. So it's 6, and he hasn't called me yet. And something, you know, that woman instincts, the women instincts rather, something, and I'm like, something is not right. And I felt it in my belly. If you're a woman, you know what I mean. I'm like, there's something wrong. There's something that is not just right. So what do? It was raining. It was raining. So I said let the rain stop. Then I'm going to catch a M3, go to his house. And on a normal day, you cannot go to that place without letting the person you're going to see know that you're going there. Their gates are forever locked. So in my head, I'm like, I'm taking this M3 to his place. I'm going to find the gate locked, which means I'll have to call him. And if he's doing something shady, he's going to tell me he's not around. You see? So I'm going there and I'm crossing my fingers. I'm telling God, please, 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 let me find that gate open. Please, please, please. So I get there. It's around 6:30, almost 7. Voila. The gate isn't closed. The gate is open. And in my head, I'm like, God must love me so much today. There's something God wants me to find out today. So let's just go. So I go up the stairs. He was living in first floor. In first floor. Hey, English. So I go up there. And then when you're passing on that corridor, you can see his kitchen before you get to the door. So there's lights in his kitchen. The curtains are not drawn down, and there's a woman cooking mandazi. And in my head, I'm like, he said his family is around. I mean, so that means maybe that is his sister who is cooking mandazi. I mean, they are celebrating. The guy just graduated from the university, yeah. Okay, so of course, when you live in Kenya, when you live in Kenya and you live in Eastlands, you know very well that the doors are always like mlango ya chuma, and then it's locked up and down. So of course most doors are always locked down. Like this guy never leaves this place without being locked. So that day I go in like this and I'm crossing my fingers. I'm like, Aki, I hope this door isn't closed. So I didn't even knock. I put my hands in like this and I unlock the door and I push it and it unlocks. I'm like, Jesus Christ, God is with me today. God is with me today. Oh my goodness. God is with me today. So I enter, and the minute I pushed that door, the look on this guy's face, and I knew immediately that woman in that kitchen wasn't his sister or any of his relatives. Maybe a girlfriend, because that guy looked at me like, I am finished, it's over for me, RIP, let me let me start writing my will right now because I'm dead, it's over. So I go in with a calm attitude and I smile at him and I say hi. He hugs me and then we sit. So from where I'm seated on the couch in the sitting room, when you peep like this, you can see the kitchen, right direct the kitchen. And I'm like, oh, who is that in the kitchen? I'm asking innocently, but though my woman instincts have already told me what's up. I'm like, who's that lady in the kitchen? He's like, her name is la la la. Wait a minute. I thought she was your ex. Ati, yes, and I'm like, and what? I thought this one was your ex. What is your ex doing on a Saturday evening in your kitchen cooking your mandazi? Cooking you mandazi, like, dude, what the F? What's happening? So already I'd known what's happening. So I told him, okay, let's go to the bedroom. Let's talk. So I pulled, so without shame, this guy without shame, he knows very well that this woman who is here is whatever, that girlfriend or ex. Guy, let these people stop. That woman right there is the girlfriend or ex or whatever it is that he used to call her. But he was like, yeah, let's go and talk. So when this lady saw us trying to go and talk, she's like, no, you're not going anywhere. No one is going to talk here without me. And there I knew, like, boom, I thought she was your ex again. Like, the impression this guy gave me was like, she's just my ex, blah 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 blah, no big deal, so we can just go talk, you understand? So I was naive, I was young, and I was very understanding, because we are taught as women, when you go into a relationship, you need to be understanding, you need to understand your man, you need to, you need to take him slowly. And I was there taking him slowly. So this woman's like, nah, you're not going to anything that is being talked, a lot of words. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm so calm at that time. I'm like, oh, okay. So I pause, and 1 minute I hear a slap. Wait a minute, what's going on? This lady slaps the guy and she starts beating the guy, and then she's shouting, hey, you know this guy, he has played me for a very long time. I've been with him 5 years. He's every year he plays me 5 times. Wait a minute. Every year this guy plays you 5 times every year, and you're still there, very loyal, cooking mandazi for him, washing his clothes, cleaning his house. But then I went there, the house was clean, clothes were washed and they were on the hanging line. now she was cooking mandas, like wifely duties. I know I have nothing against that, but when a guy plays you 5 times each year with 5 different women and you're still loyal like that, wow. So this guy, I think he got this guy, this when this woman started hitting her, all of a sudden they started fighting. And you know, there's a kind of fight that when you see, you know that watu wamezoeana. These ones, they're not fighting like this the first time they're fighting. These people have fought before. So they were fighting, and I'm just standing on the side. I'm in shock. I've never seen such violence. Like, I've never seen couples fight like that. I've never seen couples fight like that. So to me, I was shocked. I'm standing in a corner and I'm just looking like, and there she's saying all the secrets, the way this guy has played her 5 times, the way she found this guy to do with who, and she started mentioning all those women's names, and she knows all of them. I'm like, so you've been dating for 5 years, he has been playing you 5 times every year, so that means 25 women, and I'm in that list. Vivian, you can do better for yourself. I mean, I was so in shock. I'm just standing in the corner and I'm staring at them. They're fighting. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. So I picked my phone and called one of his friends. I'm like, hey, they were watching football. I'm like, hey, where are you? Come back. There are people in this house and they are fighting. And this guy asked me, there are people in that house and they are fighting. You sound so calm. Where are you that you sound this calm and people are fighting? Why are you lying? Like, what do you mean people are fighting? People cannot be fighting and you're so calm. Where are you? I'm like, I'm in the house. I'm just standing somewhere. And they continued fighting and saying all those stories that they were saying. Yeah? And they're ending the way they were fighting. And I couldn't go and separate them, because if I dared tried that, it will be me in the mix. Because when couples are fighting like that, you go there in the mix, they'll turn on you, because you're the enemy, you're the common enemy at that point. And in my head I'm thinking, there's hot oil kwa gas. That woman can just decide to go to the kitchen and pour that oil on me, and what would I say I was doing? I'm at this guy's house, so I'm the intruder, I'm the one who came into this house. So they can decide that, oh, this is my wife, this is my husband, and this woman came to my house to fight me. What would I do? Nothing. So part of me is saying, oh, Vivian, just go, because this is risky. This lady can decide to pour this oil on you. But part of me is like, I'm not going with unfinished business. I'm not going with doubts in my head. I want to see where all this ends. I want to see where all this goes. So as they were fighting, we hear a knock on the door. So when they had a knock on the door, they were in the sitting room fighting, and me, I'm standing in the corner. When they had a knock on the door, they ran to the bedroom, the both of them. So see me, I'm the one who is left there. So I had to open the door. And it was the neighbors. It was a woman, 2 women, and a guy. They're like, tumesikia nduru hapa, because it got to a point where they were fighting and this guy is beating the lady and she's screaming. So the man comes and like, tumesikia nduru hapa, kwa pia watu walikuwa napigana. And the lady looks at me like, wewe ukai ulikuwa unapigana, like you don't look like you were fighting. Who are those people who are fighting? And with so much courage, like I don't even know where I got all this calmness and courage. I'm like, nyinyi watu mlikuwa mnapigana, mnaitwa, like you guys that were fighting, you're being called. So calmly, without being bothered, like mnaitwa. Aye. So they refused to come out, and then at that moment everything started downing on me like, oh my god, this is happening, this guy has been lying to me all along, they are in a, this relationship is messed up, they're in a messed up relationship, I'm in a triangle of I don't know what, I can't even explain. And you see, when I saw this woman, she was like a mother figure to me, and I just hugged her and I cried. Like for a split second I was like, unajua mimi nilikuwa kuja kwa nyumba ya mtu na ni boyfriend yangu, alafu nikampata na msichana hapa kwa nyumba, alafu akaanza kupigana. I'm doing that, and see, she can see the window and she's like, kuna mafuta ya mandazi hapo kwa jikoni naona. Wewe ugopi msichana anaweza kumwagia mafuta ya mandazi? Hizi ni mwagie. Mimi lazima nikae hapa nione mwenye kitu itaisha. I'm crying and I'm not crying because there's no tears, but I'm so emotional. I'm like and then when I'm talking to this woman, the friends arrive, and the friends talk to them and they tell them, just go, we can handle it, we got this. So there were two, so they come in and they ask, Vivian, what's going on? I'm like, these guys, me, I came in, blah blah blah. I'm telling them the story. I came in, I asked this guy about this lady and blah blah blah. Kidogo they started fighting, and the two guys, one held the other lady's hand and one held my hand, and they were like, they're walking us out so that we go separately, so that we don't go fighting out of there. And in my head I'm like, me, Vivian, fight for what now? If you are there, you guys fighting, and I did not even bother, why would I start fighting now? That is the day I knew that I can be calm under pressure. That is the day that I knew that I'm not violent. And when I don't even know what to say, that is the day I knew that, okay, let me just say this. That situation humbled me. The entire time they were fighting, I was humbled. I didn't say anything. I was just there staring at them in shock, utter shock. Like, we are 23. I'm 23. I think this guy was 23 or 22, and the guy maybe is 24. Why are we why? And then in my head, I think I'm processing, like, I'm in a list of probably 25 women. Maybe I'm the 26th. Like, I'm the latest bling, the latest shining diamond in this list, or maybe it's not just me. There are like some 3 more women somewhere that know that this chick is the ex, and we are all like, we are in a ring. I was so embarrassed, like, because I was so embarrassed. I'm like, Vivian, how could you do this to yourself? Why did you go to this extent? Like, why? Anyway, I digress. Where was I? I was the part where we were going out. So this other guy holds my hand, and this other guy holds the other lady's hand. So this guy delayed, the one that was holding my hand delays. I don't know what he was trying to talk to the guy or something, I don't know. So this lady comes back in because they had already gone downstairs. What are you still doing here? I'm not leaving you in my man's house. I'm not leaving you in my man's house. If you're going, we're going, all of us. You're not leaving me in your man's house. And you still have the strength to call this guy your man. You're still claiming him. A guy who just beat you like that. A guy that you guys just fought like that. A guy who plays you 5 times a year. You're still claiming him. Why? And then after she saw me not reacting, I'm looking at her like I'm in shock. Like she's like, anyway, we can be friends and teach this guy a lesson. No, young lady, you is psycho. You is psycho. You is mad. I am not about to come into a coalition with you to teach any man a lesson. If anything, what I'm doing from here on, I'm moving on with my life, dusting off myself and just moving on and forgetting about all these things that happen. I cannot. What do you mean we join hands and fight and teach this guy a lesson? I do not have time. You can join hands with the other 4 ladies, because maybe if you say he has been playing you with 5 five ladies are here, there must be 4 more left. Join hands with those 4 and teach him a lesson. I am out. So when this guy saw us, as in close, the other one pulled me, the other one pulled her, and we started talking. So the other one he's going ahead with that lady. Hey, akikupiga story na kizungu ni ngumu. Hey, kupiga story na kizungu ni ngumu. This story is not doing punch like I wanted it to do because it's in English. Anyway, we'll survive. So see, them they are going ahead, and me, I'm back with this guy, and I'm asking this guy, I mean, he's the guy among these friends. That guy was closer to this guy, this friend, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me about this? And I'm like, is this how they fight? I'm like, yeah, this lady is very violent. That's how these people fight all the time. And I think, Vivian, you're good for him. And I'm looking at him like, bro, what do you mean? And I'm trying to digest everything. I'm confused. I'm the one who is confused here. Everyone else knows what's going on apart from me. Everyone else wasn't shocked because they know what goes on. The friends know how these people fight, so I'm the one who is in shock. So we go, and then we get to the stage. This lady takes number 3 and goes, and this guy owes man, it's like, Vivian, I was walking with you up and Yuma behind because I wanted us to go back to the house so that you talk to this guy. You're good for this guy. And I'm like, okay. So I go back upstairs to talk to this guy, and let me tell you something. There are situations that will humble you. As I said earlier, there are situations that will humble you, like, completely. I thought that when I went upstairs, I was going to be like, you, how dare you blame me? How dare you do this to me? How dare you? I thought I would be like that. But when I went back there, I just looked at him and just sat next to him. And I was like, wewe kwani uogopi ugonjwa? You're not scared of dying of these funny diseases because of all these women that you sleep with every year? Like, that is all I told him. And I told him, be careful in this life. Just be careful with yourself. Whatever you're doing right now, it's not healthy for you. Just be careful. And I carried my bag and I left. That is all I told him because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. And then I went home. So when I got home, now that I'm in my turf, I'm in my area, that is when everything just dawned on me like, shit, these things just happened. They just happened. I cried. And I was feeling my stomach, like I cried. I diarrheaed or kudiarrhea, kuendesha. And I couldn't cry loudly because there were people in the house. Because I couldn't believe it. Because it was on Sunday, it was on Saturday, and then on Sunday I went to church, I came back home. I'm still in shock, I'm still stressed, and I feel in my heart, there was a pain I was feeling in my heart that I couldn't explain. For the first time in my life, I was feeling a certain pain. I couldn't explain that pain. It was painful. And then it got to Monday, and that day there was no one in the house. I was just alone. Akisi, I cried. I cried and cried and cried. And then on Tuesday, I was like, you know what? I am tired of this. I need Jesus in my life. I need God to just come and take away this pain. So I went to church on a Tuesday afternoon at 2. So I went and I was on my knees and I told God, I need you to remove this pain in my heart. I need you to give me peace. peace that surpasses any understanding, peace that only comes from you. I need to remove this in my heart. And I cried. I cried. I cried. I mean, I'm in church. I can cry. I cried and cried and cried. And then this lady comes and like, I've heard you cry. Oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? And I couldn't even explain to her. I'm like, I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk. I couldn't talk. And she's like, no, what? Calm down. Let me take you somewhere and then we can talk about it. So she took me to this place where they were selling fresh juice and cake. So I explained to her what was going on, and she told me her story about how she was engaged. She was dating this guy for 4 years, and then she got engaged, and last minute when they were about to get married, this guy just left her and went to another lady, blah blah blah. But God blessed her, and now she's married and she's pregnant, and like everything works out for good. And we just had a pep talk, a girl talk, and my people, that was the last day I cried because of what happened. That was the last day I cried. I went home and it was like I was brand new. God had answered. Hey, what am I saying? God answered my prayers and he gave me peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding, and I was so happy. So few months later, that thing happened in June or July, I don't know, I can't remember. But in December we had a house party. I was invited for a house party at a friend's. This friend is our mutual friend, so I went there and I went there and this guy was in the bash. So me, I'm minding my business. I mean, I've moved on, and this guy, and then he was seeing some other guys catering me, blah 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 blah, and he pulls me aside and he's like, hey, I'm really sorry for what happened. I'm really sorry for what I did. I didn't know you loved me that much. And I'm like, who told you that I loved you that much? Because I never let people see me sweat. But I love the guy. So I'm sorry, and whatever happened, the violence that you saw, I'm really sorry. I'm like, okay, cool, we're good. You said sorry, it's fine. And then he leans like he wants to kiss me, and like, dude, not happening. Remember, you're my ex. And me, when I say you're my ex, I really mean it. When you're my ex, you're my ex, not my ex who I occasionally date, and sometimes you're my ex. I'm not going to lie like you lied to me. When I say you're my ex, I mean you're my ex. Don't get it confused. Leave me alone. He's like, I know there are guys here who like you, and I know me talking to you like this, pulling you aside, is inakaribia soko. And I'm like, you're damn right, unaniharibia soko. I mean, this girl is brand new. This girl has moved on, and nobody got time for you right now. Anyway. So that happened, and then a few months, 1 year later, actually, I received a call and, hey Vivian, I'm calling you for this so and so company. You're needed for an interview at so and so company. It was a telecommunication company. And when this caller told me where the company was at, I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. And I hung up the phone and I'm like, this company that I'm being told about is not on Wayakiwe. This one's on Mombasa Road. The other one is the one on Wayakiwe. So why would this from this company tell me they have an office on Wayakiwe? It's a lie. It's a lie. And I was at my friend's house and I'm asking her, and then it's 8 p.m. at night. Who will call you for an interview that time? And I'm like, wait. Anyway, I was like, this is a prank call, or those con men or whatever, con women. I don't care. Then like 10 minutes later, this lady calls me, hi Vivian, it's so and so. Are you kidding me? Where did you get my number? Is that guy's girlfriend, that the one that you were saying is the ex, that lady, the one that they were fighting with? She's the one calling me. And I'm like, tell me I am dreaming. It's been 1.5 years. Why are you calling me? Why are you bothering me? What's wrong? I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I just wanted to say hi, that's why I had to prank you. just hung up that phone and called this guy. Hey, I don't know what's going between you and your girlfriend, but you guys should keep me out of your conversation, keep my name out of your mouth, and leave me the hell alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I want nothing to do with you guys. I moved on. I left you guys alone. Leave me alone. Let me be. Let me have my peace. So I don't know what happened from there. That was the last time that lady called. That was the first and the last time that lady called me. How she knew I was jobless, I don't know. Maybe it's probably how every other conman knows that half of the youths in this country are jobless. While she was calling me, I guess maybe it was one of those, that it was that time of the year where the guy was playing her with 5 women in a year. It was one of those time, and she thought that it was me. I was amongst those women. I don't know, maybe she called a bunch of us, because there are supposed to be 5 women every year, so maybe she called 5 of us, and she thought I was in that list. Me, Vivian, no, I cannot be in such a toxic relationship. I cannot be in such an environment where someone is messing with my head. Not happening. Try again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I know I've been blabbering. I hope you guys understood whatever it is that I was saying. Subscribe, click on that notification bell. Let me see you on my next one. Bye bye.
I want to come back home. You gave up on me. You kept my freedom. Oh,